Hey guys, Kinger here, bringing another video. Today's video we're going to talk about a part of the game that really only unless you're endgame players people care about, or if you're a completionist. I mean, if you're that way, then you want to complete everything, so you rush to it. I think if you are that, this game is going to be so hard and so annoying. So, because Faction Wars is going to be super hard for anybody to complete. So the one thing I want people to realize that no matter what part of the game you're in, try to use all your keys up. Even if you're just able to only do, let's just say, level 2 or level 1 or level 4, like, go as far as you can. And where it does make a difference, use it. Like, if you can only get to level 4 if you're a new player, then just keep running them because these glyphs, even if you don't use them until you get to later game, it is very important to have a wide variety of them. It's amazing how much extra you can add to your team. Like just for defense alone, let's just say you roll ones on every single piece. That's an extra 9% defense, which could be an extra 100 defense onto your characters, depending on what your base defense is for that character. And also, one of the main reasons I say you should always run this is for speed glyphs. Speed glyphs will help you easily be able to tune your team instead of having to rely on having so much gear and getting lucky that you need 7 speed, which is very hard to get if you're 5 and 6 star gear all the way through. Well, if you need 7 speed, you can just get a 6 speed piece, throw it on, then use one of your glyphs to get it to 7 speed. So it's very good for tuning. um, I recommend you just go to whatever the highest one is. So, like here, I can beat this one, but I think I did this one on auto because it's 305 or 303. This one I did manual, I can tell by the time, so we'll try it. And if you can't do it, you just go down to the previous one. So, um, I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, what I'm doing is something that's very simple, which is I'm just doing what I can. If I get a new character, example would be like I'm trying to level up my Tomb Lord now for Sacred, and once you get him up, it should help your team. You maybe go up another step further. And now there are characters out there that will allow you to completely beat the whole game or like the whole faction. Example for a character I know for sure works because I have him and it works perfectly is Krisk. He just needs a little bit of support around the sides, and depending on how good your characters are beside him, you can easily 3 star everything, or you can easily just 1 star everything. So if you cannot get all 3 stars, don't worry about it, don't fret. Is it you don't need to get yourself frustrated. Keep backing out and going back in. So this one I'm not going to win because I'm already down to one character, or down one character, so no point. So since I know I can't solo this one, I'll go to the next one below it. So, and the difference between this is that I just don't get a 5 star now. There's no chance. I'll just get a 3 or a 4, and majority of the time you're going to get a 3 or a 4 star glyph anyways. So then I just auto these, finish my keys off, and this way I have all these extra things in there. That's how you can. When I was doing my Razin and I upgraded some of his stats, I was able to put an extra 500 defense on him because of the percentages and everything. So, and just regular defense, even those glyphs, yeah, they seem useless because everybody hates flat stats. But I mean, that's extra defense onto your team, and that's extra damage that you're doing to the targets that you're facing, right? So, um, but there was a point, just like with my arena, that I didn't bother doing this, and I actually kind of regret it now because I don't have that much speed glyphs or anything like that. I have a couple, um, but they're all high-end ones, so in some ways I want to go back and just start doing the one key ones and just doing those so I can get some one key glyphs because for speed because those are so useful. But for now, I'm just gonna keep doing this and just seeing how far I can go. So I actually think with my Bannerlords team here that I'm showing you, I could go way further if I upped what's his name, Stagnite. But he's 5 star, and I'm thinking I'm going to do Tomb Lord, but we'll see. I'm not because my thinking for that. kind of going off on a tangent, is that if I go with Tomb Lord and I do hit somebody like a Vizier on one of my pulls, then I can just replace most of my poisoners and just have maybe Tomb Lord and someone, and then I could replace on my team Tomb Lord for the two Banshees, and then uh, Vizier will just keep all the poisons up. So, because he'll put on 4 poisons at once. So, problem with Tomb Lord though is his poisons only last 1 turn. So that's why I haven't really leveled him up. And he's not useful in too many places other than Fire Knight from what I've seen. So, but I gotta start farming Fire Knight a lot more. So that's one of the reasons why I'm doing it too. So I finally got an allure, so can use her. So yeah, this is all it is. It's 2 minutes of my time where I'll go and look on the internet for something, or watch the kids for something, and just keep hitting replay, and then get rid of those keys. So uh, for you guys just to see my glyphs. Come on, click. There you go. So as you guys can see here, there's just as long as you have any. I mean, anything is helpful, right? So you'll see I'll have a lot more flat stats because I don't use them as much. But if it's an HP champ in this case, and I see that I have a flat HP stat, I'll just throw it on there just to give him a little bit more health or defense or whatever. So here's my speed glyphs. You guys can see I don't have very many. That's because I use those all the time. So I know if you're a big arena person, resistance glyphs are very high on a lot of people's lists, and they don't have very many of them. So whenever I get into arena, I guess I'll have a whole bunch of those. So, but these are very valuable to upgrading your character. Let's see here. Is there a character that I actually want to do? We'll do it to Lysandra. So for her, obviously, I want to do accuracy and whatnot. So I want to up her accuracy for arena. So I'm trying to get her to get most. So the most accuracy she can. So the way I look at this is that I could re-roll this and try to get higher, but since there's only like it hit right in the middle, in some ways it's a 60% chance it's gonna fail, 40% chance it's gonna pass, and I only got two. There's no point, so I would leave that. Um, I don't know if this is really worthy of using these two speed glyphs, so I'm just gonna leave it. But I want to try using for my arena teams. I'll use my speed glyphs for uh, the best pieces of gear I have. So, like here, you see I used one here, and it gave me 20. So I'll up the accuracy and see where it goes. See, perfect roll. So now you don't have to worry about it. Now, the reason why I'm going with the last one is that I'm using it just hoping that I get one of the higher rolls, because if I don't, then let's just say I get the 5, then I'll use the 7, the 4-star one here, and try to up it from there. Some people go 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. I don't know. You guys do it your own way. I'm not going to tell you guys how to do it because I don't think I just think it's preference. It's the same thing as opening shards. So you guys can see here, I've already done it. This is just ways to up it. So 2% more defense on her. Her defense is at 11,078. So 2% is 25 more defense, I think. Yeah, 25 more defense just from that. You just think about it, that's 25 free defense just to protect her. Let's see, gloves, can I up anything? Accuracy's already done. Could up her attack, so we'll throw that on there. And you might as well. You might as well just up all this stuff just to get the best you can. So since accuracy is only at 3, we'll do this one, the 4-star. So no matter what, it's going to increase it. So it's a 6. No point of doing any more. Flat attack, we'll do this one, 15 to 25. So I did a 15, so this is what I was talking about before. So now I'll do one of these just to see. Actually, don't know if I want to though, but I won't because it's a waste just because of how little chance there is to increase the stats. So, but yeah, this is why glyphs are so important. You can do it on your rings too. I recommend that too. So like here, which is actually something I don't know if a lot of people know about, that you can do that to your rings. It's not something you first think about either, so we'll just try to up it. So that means they both rolled 1, so I got a fail, and there's the max. So I don't want to use. The only time I'll use a 6-star P, like even though this is just a flat stat and we're just putting on a flat stat, is for when it's a very good piece I'll never get rid of. So a 6-star, perfect rolls, or it rolled 4 times on something, so you're never going to get rid of it, so you might as well use the best glyphs you can. So as this is just a ring that you can get anywhere, I'm not going to bother. It's also a rare. Uh, so you guys kind of see what I mean by this. If this was an epic and I had rolled 3 times on HP, even though it's a defensive ring, I might actually have used this onto it because uh, just think about it. This could have been all the way up to 28% before I even added in my glyph to it. So you can also add it to here. Can add more accuracy to her build. Once again, don't want to use my last one now because I only got one, so I want to use it on good pieces at this point. And then when you start getting more and more and more, you don't have to be so choosy about where you use the 6-star ones. But for now, I don't have tons of them, so there's no point. I can get more attack and defense on her, so since I got 3, I'll use 1. Because this isn't that bad. It rolled twice on the speed. I like this banner, even though it's an HP one, so I'm going to use one of these. Try to get her a little bit faster. Okay, a 2, not bad. I'll leave that. And I don't have very good defensive ones. I wonder if I use a lot of defensive characters. So, as you can see, I ran through a lot of them pretty quickly, so. And this is why you want to keep farming every single day, because you're not guaranteed on one day to get only HP or only defense. It's a variety, and you'll get a lot of them, so. And it depends. Some days you'll get a whole bunch of speed. There's one day I got 3 out of my 4 runs on one faction, I got speed. And then other days I'll go 3 or 4 days without getting any, so. So, guys, don't miss out on Faction Wars. Probably one of the most underrated things in the game, even for new players. If you can beat a stage, just keep playing it. I understand it's boring, but the rewards that you get from it are invaluable for later on in the game. If you just need that extra little bit of oomph to beat that thing you're trying to do, use them. I mean, that's what they're there for. You want to have that option. Uh, Honestly, guys, though, one thing I will say, the rewards are kind of meh. The beginning is not too bad for a new player, but I mean, I'm all the way over here, and I just finished this one. Ooh, 575 stars, and I got a chicken. So, a 4-star chicken too. It's just like, whatever. I mean, the books were nice. Depending on what you think about pulling voids. I'm kind of over voids. I never get anything, so just like a lot of people, um, I'm not spending the money that some people do to get those. So, like here, this is kind of meh. I mean, why are there 4-star chickens in the 6 and 700s stars? That's not easy to get to. And this one's not that bad. I don't mind 5-star. Those take a little bit longer to get. Ooh, a mill, not bad. These ones aren't that bad. Some people would say the epic book shouldn't be in there, but anyways, uh, that'll be it for the video today, guys. But no matter where you are, make sure you use all your keys up because they're free and it's free stats they're giving to you for you to throw on your characters. Also, do not be afraid to use them if you need that, like I said, that extra oomph to beat whatever you're stuck on. You can always get more 1-star glyphs for new players, but don't just throw them willy-nilly on the guys just because you got them. I mean, use them when you need them. So until you start to get more and more and more, and then just use them when wherever you want. So, alrighty, guys, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.